Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh, and a very good morning and salam Ramadan. Welcome to our 12th session of webinar series Captain of Industries, brought to you by Faculty of Engineering. We are initiating university-industry collaboration during MCO to have a platform with our Captain of Industry to share their thoughts, way forward and challenges during post-COVID-19. Now we are streaming live from Facebook Faculty of Engineering. Today, we would like to welcome yang berbahagia Datuk KHAIRIL ADNAN, Chief Executive Officer, DREAMEDGE Sdn Bhd, with his topic today entitled Innovation by New Normal. Without further ado, I would like to invite Yang Berusaha Professor Datuk Engineer Dr. Muhammad Rafiq Datuk Abdul Kadir, Dean Faculty of Engineering, to introduce our captain today. Over to you, Datuk.
Thank you, Murni. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. And a very good morning to our speaker, Datuk KHAIRIL ADRI. And also a very good morning to all of you watching this Captain of Industry webinar live through our Faculty of Engineering Facebook. First of all, I would like to say thank you so much to our presenter today. Despite his busy schedule, can still slot an hour with us to share his experience leading DREAMEDGE Sdn Bhd. Let me brief all of you a short biography of our speaker. Datuk KHAIRIL ADRI is the Chief Executive Officer of DREAMEDGE Sdn Bhd, a local 100% Malaysia-owned design and one of the premier engineering services. Under his leadership as the founder, DREAMEDGE has achieved outstanding successes in the field of human capital development. As of to date, DREAMEDGE has trained more than 600 local engineering graduates from various universities towards the path to become world-class engineers. He is set to drive DREAMEDGE forward in the right direction towards becoming a leader in its field, as well as championing the involvement of our local talents in embracing the new industrial revolution era 4.0, particularly in the area of additive manufacturing, augmented reality, artificial intelligence, autonomous robots, Internet of Things, and big data analytics. Datuk KHAIRIL ADRI began his working career with Digital Process Limited, Japan, DIPRO, in 2001 as its system engineer upon his graduation from the Polytechnic University, Japan, in Bachelor of Science Electronics Engineering. During his career, he was responsible in the development of 3D CAD environment, which included multinational companies and Japanese conglomerates, OEM companies, as well as Tier 1 automotive component suppliers. Apart from being the board member of DREAMEDGE affiliate companies, he also sits on the board of the Malaysian Industry Government Group for High Technology, MITE, an agency under the Prime Minister's Department, a fellow member of the Research Innovation Council of Standard and Industrial Research Institute of Malaysia, SIRIM, adjunct professor at University Malaysia Pahang, UMP, fellow adjunct at University Utara Malaysia, UUM, and as a permanent member to Tabung Haji's Business Exco. In recognition of his passion towards human capital development, the Department of Higher Education, Ministry of Education Malaysia has also selected him as one of the captains of the industry to promote his enthusiasm, share his know-how and experience as a CEO for the Academia Industry Talent Exchange Program, or ICE-Change. CEO at Faculty Program 1.0 Learn from the Pros, meant for our local universities. Additionally, under the same ministry, he is also one of the appointed member of the Majlis Keusahawanan Pendidikan Tinggi Negara, MKPTN. So without further ado, I call upon Datuk KHAIRIL ADRI. Over to you, Datuk.
Assalamualaikum, selamat pagi. Thank you Prof. Datuk IR, Dr. Muhammad Rafiq bin Datuk Abdul Kadir. And thank you also to Puan Murni Haryanti binti Muslim. Dan terima kasih banyak-banyak. Thank you so much for inviting me for this session to give talks about the topics regarding the new innovation in the new normal. My name is KHAIRIL ADRI. Seperti mana yang introduced by Prof. Datuk sebentar tadi, founder and CEO of the DREAMEDGE Sdn Bhd. We are focusing in engineering services, IoT, robotics, big data, creative work, digital contents development, dan lain-lain lagi. So boleh share slide. Okay, apa yang kita buat, what we do in DreamEdge, as I mentioned just now. But other than that, kita juga involve develop electric vehicle prototype, some of the working prototype. Kita juga ada, we also have robotic classes for kids. Sebab we think that innovation culture kita perlu cultivate daripada early education. So kita set up one of the Kids Tech Center in Cyberjaya, and maybe separuh daripada kita mungkin tahu yang DreamEdge juga involved dalam development of new Malaysia car. Next. Okay. Alright. So daripada slide ni, from this slide kita understand that in the new crisis, Malaysia enters the new decade 2020. Changes in business climate is imminent, where advanced technology adoption is inevitable. Labor-intensive businesses will be replaced with automation and AI in accordance to the development of Industry Revolution 4.0. So looking at from 1980s, kita dalam Malaysia industrialization period, yang mana pada ketika itu we are focusing in heavy foreign direct investment, especially in regional E&E hub, heavy industry. Pada waktu tu juga we have been introduced with the first national car project, emergence of manufacturing SME. Next, from year 2000, around year 2020, we are focusing more on the telecommunication evolution, especially in broadband internet, 3G, 4G, mobile connectivity, and this era juga the booming of e-commerce, online trading dan sebagainya. And now we are focusing in Industry Revolution 4.0. It might be take 20 years to involve this IR 4.0, especially the combination of digital engineering innovations, cyber physical system implementation, Internet of Things, and full digitalization. Dan kita pun tahu, we notice that AI and robotics is one of the important thing, especially in minimize the human interface, full elimination of labor intensive. This is the revolution in Industry Revolution 4.0. Because of the COVID-19 pandemic, the accelerate lagi the disruptive technology, online platform enhancement, minimizing human contacts, and so on. Okay, in the new normal, while no one can say how long the COVID-19 crisis will last, post-crisis will not look like the normal of recent years anymore. What is the new normal? Will be shaped by a confluence of powerful forces. One, rising directly from crisis, the change, lifestyle, social distancing, business work practice, teleworking, and the other one is evolving from current practice, the innovation, the acceleration of disruptive technology, emergence of advanced technology. So disruption is a new normal, especially during this situation era. One, acceleration of disruptive technology. First, macam saya mention just now, teleworking. We need fast network connectivity for seamless business operation, digital signatory, online approval, and so on. Maybe sebelum ni kita banyak bergantung kepada physical process, dan because of the condition work from home dan sebagainya, kita kena apply this kind of process. Other than that, fintech, from the traditional online banking to digital money to the e-wallet, mobile payment gateway, cashless and society. Automation is another thing, less and lesser human interaction and interface in business operation, especially manufacturing sector. Telematics, utilization of big data algorithm in geofencing. Now government are using this kind of solution macam MyGerak dan sebagainya to manage all the movement, control, last mile delivery, connected vehicle dan sebagainya. What are the opportunities in the new normal? So this is something yang saya nak cuba kupas spark to the audience, the opportunities yang maybe kita boleh explore in this current situation. So as the COVID-19 pandemic trigger innovation in the new normal, Malaysians should seize the opportunity to excel in both disruptive and advanced technology. So for university and higher learning institution, to prep and supply high value human capitals graduate with knowledge and skill required in line with industry demand. So this kind of human capital industry perlu. We need this kind of set of people, especially for us to embark in advanced technology. To support Malaysia entrepreneur as part of the ecosystem for research and development. And the role for businesses and corporation. For businesses and corporation pula, to come up with innovative ideas that could practically use to suit with Malaysian and global demands. To market Malaysia capabilities in producing innovative products, services, domestic, regional and global. For domestic, regional and global. These two role yang kita kena mainkan from the institution, academic institution, and a role from the business sector and corporation. Okay, the opportunity. As I mentioned just now, regarding teleworking, there's a lot of things yang saya rasa I think that we can involve or embark apps and software development. Bermacam-macam for delivery, processes, approval and so on. Intranet, cloud hosting, contactless online approval, cyber security enhancement. For automation pula, it's non-manufacturing, face recognition instead of biometric, conveyor dining, self-service kiosk, cashless vending machine. Bukan ini saja, but this is something yang saya terlintas terfikir and I assume ada banyak lagi daripada topik-topik ni. Telematics, data science, analytics, geofencing, movement control, delivery algorithm, connected vehicle. Okay. Then come to virtual and augmented reality. I think this is something yang banyak university atau institution sekarang tengah cuba berlumba-lumba untuk develop a lot of virtual and augmented reality online or education contents. So since sekolah tutup dan sebagainya, we need a lot of interactive contents. Dulu maybe kita guna PDF dan sebagainya. But now, especially virtual or AR content sangat-sangat efektif to those kids yang berada dekat rumah. Not only for education, virtual and augmented reality can also be applied untuk virtual tourism. Since sekarang turis tak boleh datang dan sebagainya, so we can provide all this content virtually online to the potential tourist. Besok bila dah reda dan sebagainya, dia orang boleh tertarik untuk datang melawat Malaysia, especially this year, tahun melawat Malaysia 2020. The program maybe kita tak boleh jalankan, but melalui through this virtual contents, kita boleh sampaikan maklumat, spread the information to the potential tourists yang berminat untuk melawat kita nanti. Other than that, marketing and advertisement untuk promote our product more effectively, dan kita boleh gunakan this kind of contents. Training via simulation, of course manual and brochure. Contohnya dalam sektor aviation yang banyak buat maintenance, repair, overhaul dan sebagainya, yang mana dia punya manuals tebal. So kita boleh gunakan, we can use digital contents for the maintenance, repair and overhaul. Digital classroom and also troubleshooting. And sometimes over the phone kita nak explain to the end user, to the customer, mungkin tak berapa faham. So with this digital contents, virtual reality, so penyampaian tu more effective to the end user. Other than that, the opportunity yang kita nampak ialah in IoT, because most of the connectivity dah ada. So we can use this platform for the smart home appliance. You can control rumah remotely, or smart office, control office. Not only that, with IoT juga, the smart vehicle can be applied. Contohnya for service and maintenance, the information yang car manufacturer collects from each car, kita akan provide the service, contact the owner. Now is the time for you to send for the service. Nak booking tempat tak? What other services kena buat dan sebagainya. This kind of services kita boleh cuba apply. Other than that, remote sensing. Artificial intelligence. Seperti yang saya nyatakan nanti, there is a artificial intelligence punya revolution yang akan datang. But because of this pandemic, they expedite the implementation. Especially we can also look at on the machine learning, autonomous vehicle. In autonomous vehicle, we need AI to process all the image dan sebagainya. Analytic assistant and also robotic assistant. Some of the key areas, okay, the close relation of innovation in new normal. The close relation between universities and industry is inevitable, is understanding each other's need. So we need to work closely so we can have a very good idea and innovation. The understanding of consumer demand via industry know-how is vital. Manpower facilities available in universities could and should be fully utilized for low-risk R&D and marketing testing. Since dekat university you have a lot of resources, manpower, doctor, professor, and also research student. Other than that, facilities. And the industry collaborate with the university, can make use of these resources, develop some proof of concept to test the market. And innovation, I think, must be fast, timely, marketable in order not lose any opportunity. So time to market kena cepat. Because some of the innovation we need immediately. Contohnya kita nampak lately ni banyak the usage of thermal camera instead of guna thermometer. So if we have that kind of solution, banyak opportunity yang kita boleh grab. But now produk-produk ni banyak kita nampak masuk from China dan sebagainya. But okay, maybe it take time for us to develop the hardware, but how to use this hardware to integrate with other system, with attendance system, with HR system, or maybe door access dan sebagainya, right? So demand should be created, not to be waited for. So we need to create the demand. Bukan kita berlumba-lumba just only focus demand yang ada. We need to be people who create the demand. Other than that, planning execution must be done at the same momentum, so that development can be done at the immediate manner. We are typically good at planning, but sometimes kita bad in execution. So just to share with the audience some of the things yang kita involve during this condition. Kita cuba explore, maybe it take time, trying to develop ventilator. We know this ventilator is very critical dan ada case yang mana kita kekurangan ventilator. But ada juga question, what happened after the pandemic? Adakah ventilator ni still lagi diperlukan? Yes, dia masih lagi diperlukan. And the business opportunity, especially for the global market, to the development country dan sebagainya, masih lagi ada demand. So kita nampak because of this pandemic, it sparked us the idea to involve, to explore the development of ventilator. And I assume UTM are very aggressively involved in ventilator development. Ada news keluar. And good, syabas saya ingin sampaikan. Because this kind of ideas, we need from academic institution to spark this kind of ideas. Selain daripada ventilators, other than that yang kita cuba embark is the smart farming. Not only the process of farming itself, but macam mana nak sampaikan kita punya hasil kebun kita tu direct to the restaurant dan sebagainya. A medium of logistic, process, e-commerce dan sebagainya. So kita cuba nak kurangkan orang tengah. This is the thing yang kita cuba develop sekarang. But of course maybe it take time, but kita rasa ianya ada potential to penetrate the market. Dan banyak lagi idea-idea yang kita cuba explore during this pandemic yang maybe saya tak dapat share. And then this is the thing yang saya rasa poin-poin yang sebentar tadi yang saya share yang maybe academic institution boleh nanti brainstorm what are the area yang university can play the role to contribute in innovation development. Okay, at DREAMEDGE, I try to develop the innovation driven by design served by technology. We house engineers and technical experts who share the same vision to provide high quality, value added engineering services and solutions. The team is solely consists of those who are not only thinking outside of the box, but trying to get rid of the box completely. We value people. Our engineers were nurtured and develop their skill in-house. Along the way, their career grow. We create the value change within our people, resulting to high efficiency in customer satisfaction. Our real reward, customer satisfaction, is previous and their loyalty is priceless. Okay, in innovation, sometimes benda-benda yang kita involve, the result tu kita tak boleh nampak within a month ataupun a year. Maybe it takes 2-3 years. So we need to have patience. Kita kena ada semangat, a good attitude, yang mana nanti hasilnya kita boleh rasa bangga dengan apa yang kita involve. So this kind of set of people yang mana saya cuba bangunkan, yang mana saya cuba develop. We need a lot of people yang ada creative idea. We need to nurture, need to cultivate the innovation culture daripada early age, daripada sekolah rendah dan sebagainya. So this kind of thing saya mengharapkan not only kita daripada industri, academic institution, maybe university juga ada role yang boleh dimainkan. This innovation culture kita kena cultivate from the early stage supaya kids nanti ada passion, bukan just follow the trend yang sekarang ni online business dan sebagainya. We need to develop something. Kita tak nak nanti terkenal sebagai consumer nation. We want to be a nation that develop a lot of technology. Okay. We aim to produce talents to be a knowledge-based human capital. Of course, masa kita industrialization, revolution, kita banyak fokus on the skill worker dan sebagainya. Yes, itu perlu di continue. But now what we need is knowledge-based human capital. Innovation is not limited to the product itself. Kita bukan hanya limit the innovation in the product development, but the process. We need to innovate, we need to optimize the process. To optimize the process, kita kena ada creative idea. Macam mana nak upgrade the process dekat factory, procedure dan sebagainya. Dekat warehouse, we need innovation in the process as well. Then education, learning a part of innovation process that will lead to ideas realization. With that, thank you. Short presentation from me just to spark the idea in innovation. I love innovation because when I was in Japan, saya nampak the Japanese culture in every single thing ada elemen innovation. Daripada budak kecil dia diajar macam mana nak masukkan old newspaper dekat dalam small plastic bag. Macam mana kita di industri diajar untuk beri business card, bukannya kita bagi direction yang orang susah nak nampak, tapi the direction, benda-benda yang kecil-kecil macam ni, di small thing, saya nampak diorang memang ada dalam dia punya culture. So I really hope this kind of culture yang kita boleh apply dalam kita punya environments. With that, thank you. Kalau ada apa-apa from Prof Datuk yang maybe we can share.
Thank you so much, Datuk, for your insightful sharing and very awesome. And I believe that our student, our staff and community would benefit from your talk today, Datuk. All right, thank you very, very much. Yeah, we are waiting questions from our viewers. Any comment or ideas about your sharing today? Okay, hold on. Okay. Let me check for you, Datuk. Okay. Wow. So far, everybody seems happy. Sounds good. All right. From Helmi Haddad, Datuk, how do you inculcate the innovation culture in your company?
So I think the idea to cultivate the innovation culture, sometimes it comes from the real project. So because we start from zero, we are technopreneur. Bukan semua kita dah ada experience. So we try to force our staff to do a lot of research, study, come out with innovative idea. Kalau if our customer request this kind of job of scope, sometimes I always encourage my staff to give 110 or 120%. So for that, untuk bagi lebih pada tu, kita kena ready, kita kena do a lot of research, kena do multitasking dan sebagainya. So I assume with this process, indirectly kita cultivate the innovation culture in our company.
Okay. Thank you, Datuk. Right. The next from Sheila. As you mentioned, to prep graduates with knowledge and skills required in line with industry demand, is entrepreneurial skills such as communication, risk-taking, innovative, financial knowledge considered a must for engineering graduates?
Okay. Thank you, Chilat. Yes, the entrepreneur skill, I think, is very important. But I think there is some limitation. We from the industry cannot expect 100% that skill can be implemented during the life at the university. Maybe lack of experience and so on. But at least the communication skill, the problem solving, maybe university can try to teach or to give some the exposure to the student. So at least when they enter to the industry, they have a very basic knowledge about the entrepreneurial skill. We need a lot of engineer good in communication. We need them to feel confident when they do the presentation. A slide presentation to convince the top management, to convince potential user and so on. This kind of skill, I think it is important. I didn't mention must, but those university yang ada the capability, please do train them in this kind of skill. So of course, when they enter the industry nanti, industry also have their own internal program. But if this kind of skill dah ada, it can expedite the human capital development when they enter to the industry. So of course, some of the experience mungkin pihak universiti tak ada, but at least general knowledge about the entrepreneur skill, I think is very helpful kalau universiti boleh terapkan.
Thank you, Datuk. Yes, indeed. Alright, from Kawai. Good day, Datuk. May I know how did you manage and communicate the goals and strategies clearly enough that your employees understand and execute the work efficiently?
Okay, thank you, Kah Y. This I think sometimes we at the industry also we face some challenge, right? Sometimes the engagement, I think the most important thing, the engagement between management with the executive and so on. The engagement, the communication is the most important thing. Sometimes problem can be solved because of a very good communication. Sometimes the problem can be solved with the good engagement. And we also focus some misunderstanding with the clients. Sometimes it takes time for us try to interpret what the client's expectation. But through communication, through the engagement, I think this kind of problem can be solved.
Okay, thank you, Datuk. Yeah, I do agree with you. All right.
Puan, and sometimes problem also happen even though you are clearly understand, but sometimes because of the lack of communication, the engagement, reporting and so on, it might also can occur some problem. So please, I always emphasize to my staff, the most important thing is communication. Tak kira masa lah. If you think this need immediately to report to the superior, please. So this kind of culture and reporting and so on, I think is very important. So
actually, my fresh graduates, I entered Citibank as sales credit card sales. So I do actually develop my communication skills, the negotiating and so on and so forth from as a salesperson, and it's good actually, even though it's not, it's not a glamour job or something that you cannot expect after you graduate. But then really, it's always behind the silver lining, of course. Right. Is that last questions for Dato? I guess. All right. Okay.
Sometimes, Puan, if I may add, sometimes in our life, apa benda yang kita disuruh buat tu, kita tak tahu what is the objective.
Yes.
But maybe after 2-3 years after that, oh, this is why our company suruh kita buat benda-benda macam ni. So I don't know. dekat Malaysia ni dia punya approach macam mana. When I was in Japan, I've been asked to clean toilet every Friday. You pakai necktie, you kena masuk toilet, you kena clean the toilet. Can you imagine as an engineer to clean the toilet? But I never asked kenapa. Now, after almost 15-16 years, diorang nak train the loyalty dan sebagainya. So, sometimes in our life ada benda yang kita tak realise, kita tak boleh nak faham. So, never mind, just buat dulu. That is a positive. I think this kind of culture, positive thinking we need to survive in this orang kata competitive
it's part
times.
of the generic skill that everybody you have to embed in yourself, in your working skills and etc. Okay, the question from Aiman Ramli. What are the initiatives that a student can take to apply the theoretical part that we study with the practical part? Okay.
Thank you, Aiman Ramli. It's very good question. I love this kind of question. When I talk with university, and I always advise to the university, please do close engagement with the industry. Please. So, when you have very close engagement with industry, student dekat early stage, maybe first year, second year, dah nampak what are the demands from the industry. So, this kind of engagement, saya dulu difahamkan ada program macam 2U 2I, apa lagi, macam-macam. But I don't know the effectiveness from this program. But what the thing that you learn at the university, especially theory, when you engage with the industry, don't wait for the industrial LI, latihan industri. But the engagement, the program with the industry tu kita kena ada very close engagement. So like DREAMEDGE, kita kadang-kadang we have a lot of requirement from the potential customer. So if we have very close engagement with the university, kita boleh share, Dean ataupun fakulti mana-mana, can you try to explore this? So from that engagement, so we can know, this is thing yang I tengah belajar dekat university, macam ni dekat industri punya demand. So if I belajar Arduino, what is the important thing? Industri nak macam ni. I belajar automation, I belajar AI, I belajar augmented reality dan sebagainya. So masa saya zaman student dulu, we learn C language. But kita tak tahu C language ni nak pakai waktu bila. From that experience, I assume that very important, the engagement, close engagement between industry and university. Or probably some of the final year project or some of the research dekat university pun take the problem from the industry. So then you akan nampak the elements of research, development and commercialization. Sometimes kita habis dekat research, we don't even go to development. Sometimes kita sampai kat development and we don't know how to commercialization. So this kind of engagement with the industry, the element of R&D-C tu we can implement.
Okay. That's right, betul. So capture of industry actually data is part of it. Alright. Kita cuba nak close the gap dengan industri, kita nak tarik lebih ramai industry player to collaborate dengan kita. Kan? So we take it this MCO during MCO ni, this is part of our program that we are trying very hard to engage closer with the industry player. Okay, thank you, Datuk. Thank you so much. I guess we are going to have another questions.
Okay, tak apa. We take this as the last question. Alright. Since I think, thank you, Mr. Helmi. I think this is also a very good question. Can you share with us the form of CSR the DREAMEDGE engage? Okay. Because I love innovation. I tak tahu. I daripada kecil lagi I love innovation since at the early age. So saya budak kampung. So I know sometimes ada limitation masa kecil dulu kan. My parents tak berada dan sebagainya. But now bila ada kelapangan sikit, saya nak contribute. I try to contribute contohnya what we have done is we do robotic and drone programming for school kids. Start from standard 1 to standard 6. So kita dah travel since 2019 kalau tak silap, or end of 2018 kita buat school program dekat Kedah. We bring around almost 1,600 to 1,000 student per kampung dekat hotel, and we train them the programming. But of course kids dia tak tahu C language programming, but we develop the interface untuk diorang senang buat language programming. And this syllabus I managed to convince one of the Japanese kids tech center. We managed untuk dapat dia punya syllabus, we bring back to Malaysia. We've done this program. So budak-budak from standard 1 to standard 6 tadi, kita boleh nampak how creative they are within 5 days punya program. How they solve all the tasks that had been given. So after that we travel to Melaka, kita pergi Selangor, Pahang dan sebagainya. The total I think around almost 2,000 kids from these 4 states. So this kind of CSR program yang tak besar, kita try to find some of the sponsor. We come as bagi service some of the bank yang ada CSR program. Bila kita buat program-program macam ni during 5 days, we not only teaching kids the coding, not only bagi problem task untuk diorang solve, but at the same time in between of the program we give the element of good Japanese culture. Contohnya bila waktu makan you kena line up, lepas makan jumpa balik abang yang masak tu, terima kasih sebab masak hari ni sedap, ambil jangan berlebihan, nak beratur tambah balik. Contohnya bila masuk toilet, bukan pastikan toilet tu bersih untuk kita pakai, tapi pastikan toilet tu bersih supaya orang lain masuk pakai akan comfort. This kind of very attention to detail, very particular things yang saya rasa our culture dah lupa. So benda-benda macam ni we need to educate or cultivate budak-budak ni. And of course at the university, bila this element ada, kita akan nampak the outcome of reporting dia, the readiness, the presentation slide yang very attractive dan sebagainya. So because of this element, I put a lot of effort doing CSR, especially untuk budak-budak yang kecil-kecil ni. Dan insyaAllah if we manage to find some funding or allocation, we would like to continue this kind of CSR, bagi pendedahan kepada kanak-kanak di luar bandar dan sebagainya. So in addition, last December we opened a small center, we call it Kids Tech Center in Cyberjaya. We teach small kids how to do 3D design. The importance of 3D modeling. From 3D modeling data, they can use 3D printer. We teach them from the 3D modeling, you can use that data for the development of augmented reality, the development of animation from the 3D modeling. We teach them coding, so how to fly a drone dan sebagainya. Kita tak dapat this opportunity masa kita kecil-kecil dulu. Even I tak tahu dekat universiti pun tak ramai boleh dapat this kind of opportunity. So this kind of thing I'm very patient to give opportunity to the youngster supaya dekat early stage lagi dia orang dah get involved. Of course kalau I charge tak semua orang yang mampu, but we try in the CSR this kind of program.
I would like to congratulate for you because of your good effort towards the innovation and educate young children, kan? Sebab I do believe Chinese food, Japanese punya culture daripada kecil pun dah ajar benda-benda yang those things, kan? Alright. Yeah, the next questions coming
Oh, ada lagi?
from ada lagi Datuk.
Wow.
Nampaknya diorang kelas ni macam seronok lah nak tanya dengan Datuk ni.
Your
Okay,
opinion
from
on the situation that company needs an employee with
okay.
experience.
What are your opinion on the situation that company needs an employee with experience to work with them? Fresh graduates need to work to gain experiences. The situation can be problem sides.
Yeah, problem can be anywhere. Kita tak boleh lari pada problem kan. Whatever good things you buat pun ada problem, apa you buat pun it will be the problem. The most important thing is how you need to solve the problem. We cannot orang kata puaskan semua orang. Of course, we try a lot of combination. At the early stage, I can say more than 90% of my staff is a fresh graduate because I believe I want to give an opportunity, a platform to the fresh graduate to involve. We need a platform. So Malaysia industry, we need a platform. Kalau tak, graduate yang produce daripada universiti, dia tak ada tempat. You produce a lot of mechanical engineering, electronic engineers and so on. But we need a platform. So I take this challenge. So at the early stage, 2008, mostly I think more than 90% my staff is from technical university, graduate from UTM, graduate from UNIMED, UMP, and a few from research university dan sebagainya. But of course, sometimes we need experienced people to bring in to our structure. But you need to understand, bila yang fresh graduate and the experienced people you nak mergekan dia, sometimes you ada challenge. The experienced people kan try nak implement dia punya experience yang ini belum dan sebagainya. So someone kena jadi the integrator to solve the problem. Okay, I know your experience, you apply dulu macam ni, but you would like to do like this. So to those fresh graduate, new staff that no, we need to learn because proven they done this kind of thing. So we need a lot of intimidator ataupun orang tengah ni dalam industri. Not only dekat dalam in my structure, I think of course dekat mana-mana pun this happen. Yang people kadang-kadang macam I cakap tadi, the communication problem, the engagement tak dapat, jadi dah mula perasaan chemistry tak ada dan sebagainya. So I think it's very big challenge I think kan. Bila you berubah satu task saja, you berubah office, you berubah tempat duduk, dah ada perasaan uncomfortable because bila you dah duduk dalam satu comfort zone, you tak nak cuba berubah ataupun you ada macam satu tak tahulah nak explain kan, bila berlakunya perubahan. But we need this, especially if you want to talk about innovation. Innovation is everything changing kan. Kita dah buat yang lepas tiba-tiba customer cakap tukar, dah kena ubah. But kalau we don't have this kind of mindset, dia agak susah. It's very tough. But of course that kind of problem ada. Macam this question. So what we do is we try, I ask some of the senior, be the intimidator, masuk jadi orang tengah. Okay, apa masalah? Ini apa masalah dan sebagainya. So with communication, believe me, whatever it is, with communication you can solve the problem. With a communication juga, good communication, you can get business opportunity. Sometimes dia bukan hanya depend on the proposal, depend on reporting. The communication is very important. Tak kisahlah you can communicate in what language dan sebagainya, terpulang, but must have the communication. And sometimes kalau kita guna messenger pun, WhatsApp dan sebagainya, is also one of the communication medium, but kadang-kadang you cannot solve the problem because the way you express tak dapat disampaikan. Sometimes you need face to face or maybe through video conference dan sebagainya sekarang ni, then people can understand your intention and you also can understand the other side. So this is my advice. I cuba dekat dalam in my organisation. I tak cakap this is perfect. Maybe somebody have other caranya, but ini yang saya cuba. As CEO of the company, sometimes You kena turun sampai ke bawah. Sometimes you kena buat marketing, sometimes you kena tengok macam-macam. And of course, sometimes ada yang tak perfect, but we try. Sometimes it will take times. Tak boleh solve sehari, tak boleh solve sebulan or setahun. But the most important thing, you have the right attitude. The right attitude to make it happen. Dan kadang-kadang orang akan question, kenapa benda ni tak berlaku lagi? It's not easy sometimes pun.
Betul Datuk, betul. Tak mana-mana pun sama je, mana-mana organisasi. Right, well said Datuk. Okay, from Muhammad Ismail, Datuk, are we born as innovative person or it can be inculcated?
Okay, I think both boleh. Sometimes from the family background, kan? Sometimes from family background membuatkan secara tak langsung we are dalam innovative environment. But kalau from my experience 14 years in Japan, some of this innovative culture dia ditanamkan dalam daily education, environment dan sebagainya. So saya rasa the combination of both. Contohnya yang saya rasa ada dekat Malaysia, yes. Kalau audience have opportunity to go to mall. Sekarang dekat Malaysia we have Uniqlo, apparel Uniqlo from Japan, dan mungkin pernah dengar. Cuba observe. Salah satu lagi to be a innovator ni, to get innovation, you must be an observer. I love to do observation. So one of my hobby is observe orang, observe proses dan sebagainya. So from my observation, kalau you pergi Uniqlo, Uniqlo ni was set up I think 1998, 1998 dekat Japan. Masa tu saya ada kat sana. What I observe is, bila kita beli baju, dia akan masukkan dalam plastic bag, dia akan letak tape. Dia akan letak tape. Alright? Dia akan letak tape, dekat penghujung tape tu dia akan lipat. Sorry, I kena explain dalam Malay untuk bagi senang faham. Dia akan lipat. Kenapa dia lipat? Kenapa dia lipat? Sebab dia fikirkan kita sebagai customer bila balik senang nak buka tape tu. Dan benda ni bukan datang daripada family background. I think from that organisation. So bila saya pergi tempat yang lain juga, pun sama juga dia akan lipat. Okay, itu yang saya observe dekat Japan. So bila saya balik Malaysia, Uniqlo establish dekat Malaysia. Dekat Bukit Bintang dan sebagainya saya pergi. And I observe our local staff dekat Uniqlo pun doing the same thing. And lipat. Dia ambil tape dekat plastic bag, dia lipat supaya kita balik senang nak buka. So I tanya that staff, you buat ni memang you daripada asal ke you buat macam ni? No, we have been trained to do this. You tahu kenapa? Yes, we have been teach the important kenapa buat benda ni. So maybe ada setengah orang tu memang dilahir ada passion, ada idea in innovation. But this kind of thing kita juga boleh cultivate in our organisation, in our family and sebagainya. But someone must have that kind of spirit, the attitude. The attitude is the most important thing. Attitude juga akan define whether this innovation in the new normal ni can be done or not.
Yep. They are doing beyond than customer delight.
Yeah, please. You do a lot of observation and then you akan nampak some orang kata certain very small thing yang orang buat ada tujuan dia. But maybe kita in our culture kita lupa. We sometimes we forget about this kind of thing. Kita nampak benda yang dekat surface. The small thing tu kita lupa. But that make us different between us and the Korean and also Japanese culture, and probably Chinese nanti pun akan apply because they need to improve. They do a lot of product development sekarang, so they need to improve. And during the improve process ni, they will implement all these attention to detail punya benda-benda ni.
Setuju tak? Yes,
Yes,
comment from Richard Fu.
Mr. Richard Fu, I totally agree. Seriously, I totally agree. The food packaging marvelous. Kadang-kadang you beli frozen food yang well packaged, and sometimes kalau you beli apa tu macam souvenir, dia punya macam small cake, you nak buka kotak pun you rasa sayang. And dia tak charge. They don't even charge the extra for the packaging tu, because that is the service for their customer. Maybe kita tak nampak benda-benda macam ni. We go to some of kita punya F&B dekat Malaysia, okay lah kan, tapi not beyond than that. So dia punya packaging, dia punya apa tu presentation, very presentable. And I believe we are as a Muslim, if they are Muslim country, they are the best in the world. They apply all the process. All the process of halal process, packaging, hygiene, semua ada dalam dia punya apa tu application dia. So I totally agree, Mr. Richard Fu. Food packaging, I think one of the top in the world. Okay.
Right. Thank you so much, Dato'.
Right.
Thank you so much. Very interesting session today. It's an honor actually for Faculty of Engineering to have you today, Dato'. And okay, despite of your precious time, despite of your busy schedule, you spend time with us, so we are very cool. All right. Okay. Last from me, selamat Hari Raya, maaf zahir batin. Segala yang itu datangnya daripada Allah, segala yang silap tu daripada diri saya sendiri. InsyaAllah kita jumpa lagi, Dato'. And yelah kan, okay, homeschooling, work from home, kita celebrate Hari Raya pun di rumah juga. Okay, alright. Saya akan I'll get back to yang berbahagia Dato' Rafiq for the last few words. Over to you, Dato'.
Thank you, Murni. Thank you, Murni. Dato' Khairil Adri, thank you so very much for taking some of your precious time with us today. You know, you mentioned a lot about innovation, which is also part of our strive at the Faculty of Engineering. And then that's the reason why we merge all our engineering faculties. Previously, we have 5 different engineering faculties. We merge into one. And then on top of that, we include the School of Computing, the Faculty of Computing, into the Faculty of Engineering, for the main reason of generating new innovation. You know? So we want to revamp our curriculum so that our engineering education also include the elements of computing. You know, you mentioned Internet of Things, you know, big data analytics, augmented reality, that kind of thing. So we want that to be part of engineering education. Rather than we teach conventional engineering, we want to move forward into the era of post-industrial revolution. So Dato' Khairil Adri, thank you so very much. Of course, we will continue our collaboration with DreamEdge. I believe that one of our staff is also attached to you. You are her mentor. Is she around?
Yeah. Yes, she's around. Come, Dr. Masita with me.
Yes, Dr. Masita. Dr. Masita. Yes. Thank you, Dr. Khairil, for supervising, mentoring our staff. So hopefully she will benefit from her stay at DreamEdge. And to all our viewers, thank you so very much for joining our session right now. Please don't forget to like, share, and comment our Facebook. Let me try. Okay, excellent. Got it right this time. Yeah, like, comment, and share our Facebook. Yeah, and so thank you to all of you, and thank you again to Dato' Khairil Adri. Over to you, Murni.
Thank you, Dato'. All right. Thank you for our viewers today. It's always a pleasure for us having our large number of viewers for our webinar Captain of Industry today. Please wait to our upcoming webinar, our next Captain of Industry in future after Hari Raya. With this, we would like to wish Selamat Hari Raya, Maaf Zahir dan Batin from the team of webinar Captain of Industry and also team External and Global Engagement Faculty of Engineering UTM. Segala yang elok dan baik yang indah itu datangnya daripada Allah Subhanahu Wa Taala. Segala yang buruk itu datangnya daripada kesilapan saya sendiri. Okay, no one would imagine this unprecedented time working from home, schooling from home, or even we are celebrating our Hari Raya from home as well. Keep the spirit of Hari Raya with forgiveness, kindness, and sharing. Please enjoy your extra special Idul Fitri this year with your loved ones. Stay safe, stay healthy, keep your social distancing. Please don't forget to like, comment, and share our program. Have a good day. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and see you next time. Bye. Selamat Hari Raya.